Hello, this is Dan Alford with ARC Specialties. This is another in our series on designing to automate. Robotics is more challenging than it needs to be. If people would upgrade their designs for automation, frequently the jobs are much easier. So we're going to go through a series of these, and the one I have for you today, we can't take credit for, but I thought it was brilliant and I wanted to share it with you. This is an oil field thread protector. And the way this thing is actually made is it starts out as a cylinder and then you actually roll it inside out like that. So you can imagine the tremendous stress that you put on this weld. So this weld has to be full penetration, has to be equal in strength to the part, and that's challenging to do. The full penetration part is what's really tough. And the way you can do that is with copper backing. And so with copper backing, you'll penetrate all the way through the part, giving you a full penetration solid weld. But here's the issue. How do you get all the way out to the end? Now there's a couple of ways you can do that. There's something called runoff tabs where you can actually extend your weld onto a runoff tab, and then your crater, which typically is defective, is broken off and thrown away. But that means you have to put a runoff tab on every part. It's a lot of work. I thought this was a brilliant solution. So this is what we're trying to do, is create a cylinder like this where you have a weld, but this end right here must be perfect, because this end is going to see the highest stress as we roll this thing inside and out. But what doesn't take any stress is this end, because as you can see on this part, there's no stress on it at all. So how do you start and finish the weld? This was the solution. You start here where it doesn't matter, weld all the way on, and you can see this is actually two parts, all the way from this part to the second part. So in effect, your second part becomes a runoff tab. I thought it was brilliant, and it works well. And you also get two welds for the price of one. When you're done, you break this in half. You're able to place it into the rolling machine, roll it inside out with very few rejects, very few defects. I thought this was a great solution, better than the traditional runoff tab technique. Maybe it'll apply to your parts. I hope this helps you in your automation projects.